Hello. Hello.
Hello. I need to play on the television.
Yürü.
So fucking hot.
Same. Ditto. Yesterday's water, delicious.
Delish.
Too lazy to come get me.
I went to my cousin's island just for an hour ago. She had a really nice price, 464 per turnip. So I was like, heck yeah!
Oh, nice.
So now I have no more tips. So I kind of want to time travel now to the day that a villager might want to move out and see if anyone wants to move out. Because
Why?
Because I want someone out and I have 35 Nook Mile tickets I really want to get rid of. And see if I can find someone cool. If I can find Judy or someone. Kind of want to try. I have time traveled a little bit before.
Trade.
But you know why I did it? I just have to tell you because someone on TikTok was like coming up with this super easy way to get rid of villagers without talking to them or without complaining to Isabel, which you had to time travel, right? And that was to time travel 1 month and 1 day like front in time.
Okay.
And then no fuck. Go talk first. What you do, you talk to 3 or more villagers that you don't want to leave.
Yeah.
Or you want to leave. And then you save and you turn off the game. And then you move 1 month and 1 day.
Excuse me. My bird just set in my only path to this area. Can you move? There you go.
So, heck first to do that. But,
Okay. Yeah, so you talk to the 2 or 3 people that you don't want to move, and then you time travel.
3 or more that you don't want to move, then you save and quit your game, and go and change the date 1 month and 1 day forward, right?
Yeah.
And then you go in the game.
And then see if someone has the bubble.
Don't go talk to anyone. Don't do anything. Just start the game.
Yeah.
Save and quit. Turn the game off. Then travel back 1 month. And then go into your game. And then someone wants to leave. I tried that.
Okay.
And it's alive. It's alive.
Yeah, no, I think you'd have to go.
I didn't get the bubble.
Yeah, no, I think you'd still had to go forward in time and then you can find someone, but it doesn't help going back.
Yeah, no, because it had to go. I don't remember if it was 1 month or 1 day back. But I tried it, both of them, and they both failed me. But I've seen people time travel and get people off the island. And I have seen that when you hunt at night, you have a bigger chance to get rare villagers.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true, but I have seen someone, they're not super rare, but getting not Raymond, but some other like characters that's really people really want, like the Twin Bunnies, Judy, Anka, Sherb, Sucker, Marina, like all those fan favorites. So I've barely never seen anyone get Raymond. So
Like, people getting Raymond, that's just an episode on its own.
yeah, because people get Raymond most often in the campsite, because you can. The easiest way to get villager that you want is through the campsite, because the campsite works like this. Whenever you have a camper in your campsite, that character has a chance to be any kind of personal character, right? Every character, it could be 6 different personalities, right?
Yeah.
And if you say you're hunting for Raymond, right? He's a smug character. That's the easiest way. You're hunting for Raymond, and he's a smug character. What you have to do, if you want a character in that specific personality, or with that personality, you cannot have that personality on your island. When you do not have any smug characters on your island, you have a 50% chance to get a smug character in your campsite.
Okay. I thought it was just in general for people spawning as well, but then you debunked that. But that's just the campsite and not the normal spawning?
Yeah, no, it's just the campsite that works like that.
Oh, okay.
And people have actually tried it out, like campsite hunting for Raymond and stuff, because like you can manipulate the campsite, like the campsite visiting.
Yeah.
It's my fucking boyfriend.
What? Is he calling you? No, it is me. God damn it. Okay. That was a big thing.
Hello?
Hello. What happened? Natsu? Okay. And just gone. Okay. I'll get my answer in a little bit there.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
Joachim was calling me that bastard.
Aw.
The asshole was calling me that bastard. Sorry. I'm so bad at this. I hate. I'm tired. I want to sleep. But my brain is like, sleep? Nah.
Yay. So fun when you want to sleep and then you just can't. And when you don't want to sleep at all, then you just fall asleep.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Painful.
Mm-hmm.
What were we talking about again? Campsite.
Manipulating the campsite or something.
Yeah, I've seen. I don't know how they do it, but they can like the time travel. That's how they do stuff. But like you can manipulate the campsite to get more campers in one method. I don't know the method. I have put strength to learn about that method, but there is a video on YouTube I have seen that there is a guy that's manipulating that's like using the campsite to get Raymond, and he had Marshall. He kicked him out. Marshall is a smug character, and he kicked him out, and he started hunting for that campsite, or for Raymond, and he got him. He used, I think it was 6 hours, and he considered that getting Raymond, that was fast. And I have a coworker to also use that method, most likely, because I asked her if she used island jumping or campsite hunt, and she used campsite hunt, and it took her 3 days to get Raymond.
But that,
by
like, 3
using
days
the-
is just... Is it, as in she restarts and starts it back up again? Or
Yeah.
was it her third try? Because that's a big difference.
No, like 3 legit days with time traveling, because you have to get,
Oh, okay, that's more difficult then, yeah.
yeah.
That's the thing, like you said earlier, like it's one chance out of 300, and I don't know how many smug there is, but I guess that's still a lot of them.
It's not that many, actually. There's a lot more. It's not that many smug characters, actually.
Okay.
I thought it was. Oh my!
Hmm? What's happening? Don't have a face cam on, but you can still see my face. Hi, everybody. Why'd you fish there? No, the bridge is done, but it's not up yet. Natsu? I want something else than a sea bass. The cancer of the ocean.
Jag hatar Discord.
Hmm? And she's gone. What you making there? Why do you hit Discord?
Hello.
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 I got a scorpion though.
Ooh, nice. Why do you hit Discord?
I hate Discord because I'm in a server that gets spammed all the time, and I'm so.
Can't you just, like, mute that thing so you don't see the...
Yes,
get a
but
notification?
when I mute it, if I mute it, I don't know how to get it back unmuted. I am
That's
stupid
cool.
when it comes to what.
If Raymond just got me I'm making a thingy door thing. I'll try and make it so you can see.
Huh? What?
It's should put on the door. Why'd you go back there? Evil. That bird.
Oh, she's so cute though.
I know, but why? Why is she just
She's adorable.
in the way? I know I love her, but yeah. Okay, let's craft this thing. That's a lot more silver than it looked like there.
Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Cat has a bubble now. Why do so many have bubbles today? I thought like it could be like one bubble and then just one person talk and whatnot.
Yeah, mine villagers too. I also have a lot of bubbles today. None of them wanted to leave. No, never mind. I just thought of, because last time all my villagers had a shit ton of bubbles. One wanted to leave. I do not know if that's just a coincidence. Or maybe someone.
Okay.
I don't know.
Weird.
I don't know. shirt. Oh, I always forget that you are here, but you are
See if I want. Where is this item? There it is. Skull door plate. I'm gonna give that to Cat.
What? You gave it not to Raymond?
Skull doesn't fit him though. He fits something. He fits this thing in it, if anything.
What?
Where's my wrapping paper? There it is. Let's go red.
I have had black paper before. Wrapping paper.
Nice.
But it was with black bows, so it was like too black. It was like, ooh. That wouldn't look nice at all. What could actually fit? You know, have you ever? That was a lot of words. Have
sure.
You ever considered get like a themed island?
I want different themes, like having different stuff in different places. Cause like I have now a field of red roses. I'd say that's the type of theme.
Yeah, but the theme like a goth theme, a sweet theme, a pink theme, like stuff like that. Have you seen people do that?
I haven't seen it much, but I want to do that myself.
Because it's really fun. Because like people are really nice doing it. Because I watched a TikToker hunting for a goth themed island, and she got all those goth looking characters, and it was really cool.
That could be cool, yeah.
So, we have that one character that no one likes. It looks like a demon bull. I don't know if you've seen him. He has like, he's black and have red.
I almost got him to my island. I met him, and I was like, I kind of want him, but there's so many others I also want, and I was in the middle of hunting, so I left him. But I was debating him.
I don't like him. I think he's too weird.
I kind of like him, but I like that type of style. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I don't like that. He's cool, but he's not my type of character.
Better him than Velma, though.
Huh?
Better him than Velma, in my case. For sure.
Well, Velma, I think, yeah, I'm coming, baby, I'm coming. I think that, like, people have, like, been conspiracy theorying about Velma. And they think that she is actually inspired from the Scooby-Doo series, that she's Velma because she's wearing orange, and, like, wearing glasses and having an orange, is it an orange skirt?
Not for me, I think. But she has a lot of books and stuff like that, and she used glasses, if I remember correctly.
So people, like, consider to have, like, other like, that has theme, like, they have those, animals in the, armors, and they have, I don't remember, but there was a villager that was also thinking of being a real person, and since they have Audie in the game, who is, basically a character of an 84-year-old lady that's playing Animal Crossing, there's like, they're like thinking that maybe Velma is actually made of Velma in Scooby-Doo, but I don't know if that's true though. But it's a cool theory though.
Yeah, it might be. But I don't know if it's like too much on the nose kind of type of... she's after her, yeah. She even has her name. It's kind of overkill in that sort of sense. But then again, since the looks is not completely the same, then maybe it is.
Mhm.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either, but like they do it in all these other games, so why shouldn't Animal Crossing do it too? And it is Nintendo after all, so
Yeah.
who knows?
But it's not Pokemon just yet, so.
Yeah. The Pokemon is coming up with a new DLC tomorrow, though. I kind of want it.
Is it the extra thingy-mabob?
Yeah, it's the expansion pack.
Yeah. Expensive.
I kind of want it, but I'm not sure. Surecast! Oh, you see bass. It's ocean AIDS.
Not cancer, but AIDS.
Both. Both. What are you? You are an eel. Yeet.
I don't really need. I should drop my vaulting pole, I think. I don't ever use it anymore.
I use it sometimes. It's nice to have.
Yeah, but I have, like, my island is now designed so I have, like, jumping paths in areas so I can get to everywhere where I need to go. Like, I have maybe 2 or 1 little jumping path. So I don't have to use the voting pole. I'm just so used to have it. But since I'm not island jumping, I really don't actually need it.
I forgot to tell you. That our Danish friend, you remember her?
Yeah. Ah,
yeah.
Present.
She made me a golden watering can.
Ooh, nice.
So now I can come and water your black roses so you can get
golden
rose.
Yes, please.
Balloon? Balloon! Where the fuck did a balloon go? Yes! It's not the golden, it's a yellow balloon.
Is there golden ones?
Yeah, there's once you have popped 300 balloons, you have a spawn chance to get a golden balloon, so you can get the golden slingshot.
Ooh, nice.
Hello, Flick. Do I have any? No, never mind, Flick. There should be blue butterflies around here, but there's none.
Is it not too late for? I don't know. I don't know when they stop. Ah, perfect. I got the coins I need.
Ugly. I just wanted you to get off that pedophile of bear I had. You're still ugly.
You're a bear. Now, when I got Mira, or whatever her name was again, I was like closing and opening the game so many times to get to Velma. Took me forever.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah, and she tried to kick out Teddy like 3 times.
Well then.
I'm like, no, stop it. He's the 3rd to last, I think I went out. Yeah. But now I got a garbage can.
Amazing.
Well then.
I'm just happy when I get like my amiibo cards because I have like in total of 1, 2, 3, 3, 4 I want to kick out. Right, okay. Almost. So I can't play!
Yeah, no, I could also switch up a little bit. But not as much as that many though, but now I want the new bunny out as well for that sake. I want the new bunny out as well, actually. I just don't want her out as much as I wanted Velma out.
Oh fuck! I forgot. I'm getting a new F4 people are villagers I want to kick out because I got Peanut out in change for a bird. He's kind of cool, but I don't want him because I already want Phoebe, and I think the first
Apollo is
cat
nice.
I want.
Apollo is nice.
Paul is really cool.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted him.
He was my starter on the phone, on the app.
Mhm. I just like Paul. He's really adorable, and people are like really loving him. And I was like, I want to try him out. This is fun.
He's more like an old man though.
Yeah, but he's still cool. I just like
Yeah.
he's just a bald eagle. He's like the most normal animal I want on this island. He's like the most normal villager I want on my island. I don't want any. I just like villagers that don't look like villagers, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
so
why
that's
I
why
want
Coco.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I just love Coco. I don't know why.
Coco is
That's why I want
freaky.
Freya too, because she's like a pink wolfie.
She's pink, but she's at least normal in that sort of manner. She's adorable. Yeah, definitely.
And I just hope she's as cute as her looks are.
I think she's. I can't remember. It's been such. I haven't used the app as much since I got the actual game.
I don't want to download the app. It just looks weird.
It's okay.
Like
The good thing you
like
can choose who you have on your little campsite, which is nice. I like the app. I can't remember what I was gonna get here.
Taste just like the butt. That's what we say in Norway. You know, smaken er som baken. This taste is like the butt. It's the same thing. It just sounds nasty. True.
Okay.
Sure,
that's it. Sure.
You have heard that.
Yeah, I've heard it. I just don't remember the meaning of it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's just funny to say that smaken er som baken in Norwegian, and then like saying it in English, and it's like the taste is like the butt. It's like that doesn't sound polite at all. So, it's like also ikke vær så høy på pæra, do not be so high on the pear. It's like why do Norwegians has to be so weird? then a proud Norwegian would say, it's just Norway.
Sure.
Balloon, it's a blue balloon. What are you? You're usually some furniture or some statues or whatever. What are you? Oh, iron nuggets. I will take that.
Ooh, nice. Potted ivy, wooden end table. That's my hot stuff for today.
I do not do that.
No, it's a mission for Nook Miles. And since Drago is living, then I need more Nook Miles. And it gives me something to do.
How many tickets do you have now?
I don't have that. I have one ticket, but I have 32,000 Nook Miles.
Well, it's something though.
Yeah. Put it IV.
I have saved up something, so I have 35. I think. So my next hunt will be kind of huge, I think. But also why I want to hunt in the night is that I want to try to get Scorpion Island.
What?
So I can get some money. Scorpion Island?
Storken Island?
Scorpion!
That makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Like you could use your brain sometimes. You know?
No. My brain has.
Someone who never uses their brain.
That's me. Whenever I use my brain, people just tell me to stop. Because I do it wrong.
They tell you to stop. Sometimes when I talk, they just go away and look scared, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just like, I'm taking the hit. I'll just. So people are nice to you at least. They tell you to don't talk anymore. People just looks at me weird and just go away.
Just tell me to stop thinking and stop talking.
Well, you should.
And like you yelled at me last time, like, yeah, you're not listening. That type of thing, like,
Huh?
no, stop it. You even told me to stop the last time we talked. Not today, but last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Because how my brain works is that when I'm getting mad or angry or whatever, I always get like, what would I call that one? I just do stuff I can't control because my brain's like, do it. If you understand what I mean? Like, it feels like I have to do it, and then my brain just fucks up everything. And when I'm telling that to people when I do it, like I tell to people, when I ever do something like that, just do not ignore me. Just tell me like, you're just being stupid. Shut the fuck up and be sad about it. Like, I have to accept that being sad is okay, and that's hard because I have never accepted being sad. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand. It's
Because
a
being
weird thing to to kind of accept, but it's
yeah,
necessarily to kind of do that so life can move on.
uh-huh. And for oh, oh, I'm sad. I had 8 fossils. I missed now. I think I missed one, no, 2 fossils in my museum. I had
Oh.
8 fossils I needed to assess, and 1 fossil is one I did not have there.
I also can do like a lot of fossils at once, and then I'm just annoyed when nothing just works.
Mhm. So, but like my psychiatrist, is that what they're called?
What?
Psycholog. That's
Yeah,
psychiatrist,
psychiatrist.
right?
Yeah.
That my psychiatrist has told me to. I have to accept that the past is the past, but I don't have. I don't. I'm not supposed to accept it that hard that my brain don't think that it is a problem, because it is a problem, but it has been a problem. It's not a problem anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm getting like every day it's hard because I wake up, I'm sad because I don't know why, I'm just sad, and I have to learn that being sad is actually okay. And whenever I started as a kid, everyone was just mean to me. Everyone was just like, you mean it's nothing, you're just sad because you want attention, and
Mm.
you're sad, and you're nothing to be sad for, and everything like that. And I'm thinking, well, if a kid is sad, it's most likely a reason why they're sad. You're when you're like 6 years old, you're not just constantly sad because your mom is being stupid, right?
Yeah, no.
You're sad because you're legit sad.
Yeah.
And being that no one ever wanted to help me, I have always gone through stuff myself, and it got so far that even my psychiatrist told me that a normal person, like a normal human being, would never be able to still be alive after
Mm.
that fight and what I have been going through all alone, and being who I am right now. Like, I'm working, I have friends, I have boyfriend and everything, but even though I have that, I still feel lonely. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
Because because like you have people around you. You know how you have people that love you. You have people that care about you. But it's still a you can it's like a little place in a heart that's still empty, even though you have everything that you need, and you don't know why that hole is there, and you just feel lonely and sad, and you just it's just sad. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And like I am new to all this of being cared of, like being that people care about me, that people love me, that people accept me for being me, because I have never had anyone accepting me for being me.
Yeah. No, I also remember when you first started off at whatever it's called, ungdomsskolen,
Yeah.
that you suddenly turned up in the group, for example, and I got to hear from someone else that you tried some other groups before us,
Yeah.
and didn't really work out. Kind of, not that nice people that you started off with.
Mhm.
I will always remember the first time you kind of just showed up and stood there. Well, just I thought about it like
I
2 seconds. Like, who be this? Like, okay, she seems nice.
I remember that because I had been there at because I came in September, and it was not until the spring the year after that our friend Lucy just suddenly just came to me. It's like, "You look lonely. You want to hang out with us?" I was almost starting crying and running away because I was so scared because I had no one. I was totally new, and everything was just so scary.
Yeah.
And I legit almost shit and pissed my pants, and I just went to the toilet before that, and I almost pissed and peed my pants when she came over. It's like, "You want to hang with us?" I didn't think I said anything. I just
Yeah.
shook
No.
my head, like nicked my head, and just followed her to you. And I remember everyone stopped talking, looking at me. I felt so comfortable, and then you just started talking. I was like, "What just happened?" I was thinking that, okay, and then like it, like it felt nice that you like that you came like that you accepted me that fast, but
Yeah, it took like two
I
seconds, and we are like, okay.
yeah, and that was weird for me because like where I'm from, like they you can never ever do that to anyone
No, we were a
without
weird
being
group too, though.
either. Yeah, but from what I was used to, you like if you
Yeah.
weren't in that group, you you had to be strong enough to be in one type of group. If
Um,
not, you had to show you were strong enough, or you had to show them something that they got like, "Oh, you're cool, right?" And for people accepting me just like barely, you didn't even know me. You just like looked at me
yeah.
quietly.
Not even heard your
Looked
voice.
at
You
me,
just stood there.
yeah, like nothing, and you were like, "Okay."
I know we were just we were at that point becoming a big group as well though. We were a lot of people. And we just accepted everyone who was nice was like, yeah, just come, it's fine. Of course we had like this main starter group and expanded that a little bit. And then the
Mhm.
others were just like a little bit on the outskirts. But you pretty much got into the core pretty quick there. We're not doing much at all.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but it was just like I'm not being weird or anything, or if someone is listening and I'm being like an ass or not an ass, but
Hmm.
saying something that you don't believe. But I believe that some people feel different things than other people, if that makes sense to you, Edita. That other people can sense if other people are not that good, or they are very good or they're bad or whatever, that they don't feel right, or they feel that you can feel if the person is right or is not right, you
Yeah.
know, that, yeah.
Yeah. This is a
And
people person,
I
kind of.
yeah, and I can feel that really rather quickly, and that's why I always learn by myself. If a person that reminds me of something I don't like, my brain can't like them. Like, I personally, I could try, but I could never accept them or do anything. And that is because I have been hurt so many times of people trying to be someone they don't want to be.
Hmm.
And they can be super nice to other people, but if I don't like the person, I could try, but if I legit do not like a person, I can't force myself to like someone.
There's no real
And
point either.
no, because if I would do that, and it can be, now it is a lot of people I don't like. I'll not get into details. It's some people I don't like, and I know that other people like them, and I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be supportive, but it's just difficult for me because I generally don't like them, and that's most of the reasons that because like they remind me of my not good times when I was younger, and that hurts a little bit because I know that other people like them, and I don't. I feel like I'm in the way when I speak my what I feel about other people. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I can feel I'm in the way because I don't want to ruin anything. I'm just concerned of that person being and doing something to the person I know, and that scares me, and that hurts me as much as the other person if they would hurt anyone. And I could just do a little quick search. If anyone wanted to hurt any of my friends, I could just do a little research, find out where the persons live, and be the just asshole.
I know.
Even though it scares the crap out of me. But I could legit go to jail for defending one of my friends.
I think it then depends how bad the other person is.
Now, if it hurts my friends, it do not longer dare to exist in my world or my friend's world.
Like, speaking of being in the way, it's one thing to, like, of course it's okay to speak up and say what you think,
Yeah.
but it's another thing when it gets repeated like 100 times. Because then
How?
you're kind of, I don't know, say it's okay to do like a push in the right direction or in what you think is the right direction. But if it, like with my parents, for example, then if it becomes nagging, then the person you're speaking to is gonna step away, because like they've heard this 100 amount of times. They're tired of hearing it. They know it's stupid, maybe, but yeah. So
Yeah.
of course it's okay to say it, and then I think it's better to
Goodbye,
kind
Adam.
of be there for them. Like for example, we had the one I got Atlas from. Her work. She at one point she sat there, waited 5 hours for them to maybe needing her, and she didn't get paid, and they didn't need her, so she just had to go home. They didn't treat her well whatsoever. She had to travel far, and we just kept on nagging her about like you should quit, you should quit, you should quit. And it didn't matter how much we said it, but I felt it was better if we just try to help.
Jeg snakker med Berit. Jeg fikk en ballong.
I heard that.
Goodbye.
Balloon.
I can understand that, but that is kind of annoying. I can say that, and I know that I am doing that a lot, but I'm doing it to anyone I love. Just
Now, it's
I'm
natural.
Yeah, it's really natural for people, and
Yeah.
some people don't take that as a good thing, or wait, that's wrong to say. People can take it in a wrong direction if they don't know the person good enough.
Yeah. Like if you think in my case, for example, with the stuff that I'm dealing with,
Yeah.
I have my psychiatrist that I talk to. My song teacher is also curious because I have waves of different emotions in different songs, and sometimes it just really hits home when I get in the correct one. And I have my parents who wants to know everything I'm up to. And I have you that is a good friend and tries to know what's happening. But then it's just so many people who wants to bury down in a thing that's in between me and one other person. It gets like overwhelming. So like even with my parents too, I'm like, just don't mention it. Just if you want to help me, speak of something else. That's what I've basically said to everyone now. And even like my psychiatrist, I don't talk to her. I'm like, no, let's speak of something else that'll actually help me. Oh my gosh. Got a ginormous shark.
That's stressful, and that's something that can destroy a person more than people think. But if there is some stuff I do not tell people right away, like I hold it in, and that kills me a little bit, if you know what I mean. If there's something that bugs me that I can't figure out what to do or how to fix, or I'm not sure who to talk to, I'm not sure who would help me, I'm not sure who will take it the way I want, and stuff like that. And if you have a shit ton of people that ask the same question like a ton of times and are curious and stuff, most of them are just curious because they want to learn about why the reason is there, why the reason the fight is there, and wants to help you.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can feel really overwhelming, I think, because I think you're kind of like me when it comes to that. When people want, you're ugly. When people want,
Excuse me then.
just a tad me. I'm sorry.
No.
When people want to help you, you turn them down. I do it the same. When people want to help you, you turn them down because you want to try to figure out it yourself. You want to figure out how to fix it yourself. You want to do it yourself because you are a adult, you're stronger than you were before, you are more experienced and like that. But there's always people that will be more experienced than you, and people want to learn when people they are near, they can see that you're sad. When people see persons they love are sad, they will ask questions, they will do whatever in their
Power.
to like try to figure out what's wrong. They want to help you, and that can be really overwhelming. And when it's overwhelming, you just have to. Then sometimes it's not easy for you to do it, but sometimes there's always one person that you always can talk to, that you feel you can talk to about anything. It could be me, it could be your parents, it could be another friend of yours, and it could be your psychiatrist. Like, it could be anyone. you don't like to talk about it, but sometimes when you don't feel like talking about it, like you have it in you. Like, say you had a fight with your mom, right?
Yeah.
Like a huge fight, right? And then you got so mad that you said something you regretted saying, right?
Yeah.
Like, you say I hate you, and then you just walked away without letting your mom explain why things happen, right? And you ignore her a couple of days, you don't do anything about it, and then your dad suddenly start asking because your mom didn't say anything, and then your dad says see that you're sad, and he asks you what happened to you and your mom, and you are answering him either in a sad tone or in a frustrated tone that nothing happened, I don't want to talk about it, and then you just go, right?
Yeah.
Then there's one person that is concerned, and then you start with your singing classes, right? And then you have the same experience there when you listen to a song or singing a song that reminds you of that little thing, like fight you had with your mom. And then your teacher sees that, right?
Yeah.
And then she start asking questions, and then you get mad about that because you're thinking, oh, I just got that from my dad, right? And then you're trying to hide it right after you showed that you are sad, that you are hurting, right? And
Yeah.
then she start asking even more, and then you get upset, you get sad, and then you say, can you just stop, I don't want to talk about it, right? And then she stops, and then next time you came, she still asks you about that same question all the time. And then your psychiatrist asks the exact same thing happens, you came into a topic that reminds you of that fight, and so on, and you get mad at that person because they asked. And when that happens, there is something that builds inside you. It's like an agony. Like you're sitting there with that feeling that you regret doing anything, you regret saying stuff, you regret doing a certain thing that hurts another person's feelings that you don't think about, right?
Yeah.
When people ask you how you're doing, and many people says like some at work, I always feel sad. I always feel like I want to go be somewhere else. I want to go cry. I want to be home. I want to be in bed, and you name it. And people ask me, "How are you? Are you doing okay?" I take on a fake smile, saying, "Yeah, I'm fine." And what I really want to do is actually cry and just break down because I am so devastated about life. Right?
Yeah.
And then you always have uh, that one person you always can talk to about stuff. Like if you had a problem, I was like, hey, how are you doing? And then you're being honest with me that time. You're being honest with me and no one else, right? You're like faking it, saying you're okay with everyone, and then I'm texting you like, how are you doing? Are you doing fine? And then I get text from you, I'm not fine, actually, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll ask, do you want to talk about it? And you say, I don't know. Well, and then I say, well, if you want to talk to me, I'm here to talk, right? I will listen to you. I will always be there for you. I will always say what I want to do, but that doesn't mean that you have to do what I want to do.
Yeah. No.
I'm there to help you. I am there to guide you when you need help, and I really want you to succeed in life. What you do not, well, you don't have to do whatever you desire. Like you don't have to follow your dream with anything, but following
Hmm.
something that makes you happy. Also consider making people around you happy, right?
Yeah.
That could be a relationship with a friend, a relationship with a boy, a relationship with your parents, another family member, or whatever. It could be whatever. And even though you think you can talk to a person, it might not help as much if you talk to some other person, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Now, I was gonna say, like, I have Because I know I always have you, Lucy, and Leon, if it's anything
Mm-hmm.
that I'm struggling with. And I know all three of you will have really different responses to what I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy will be like super sweet, supportive. You will come with the harsh truth. Leon will mostly be quiet and listen.
Mm-hmm. And that's why it might be very, very difficult for you because you want maybe all three of them.
Usually, though, actually, when I had any, like, if I want to ramble or something, Leon, I think, is the one I've been talking to the most. But I don't think I've ever gotten much reply from him. Just because I want to vent, I don't actually want an answer. I just want someone to
Uh-huh.
talk to. That's a long time, though, since the last time.
Kasha singing, she's so cute. I listened when you
I
said
can't.
it.
I can't
I
even
was just,
remember.
oh, she was so adorable. Yeah, but that's just like people like feel comfortable with different things.
Yeah.
Like some people like to be listened to. They don't have to get a response. They just want someone to listen to them.
To be there. To kind of know that they're there.
Yeah, and sometimes they want persons to be nice and understand why they're sad and understand and be understanding and be sweet and be like you have to follow your own heart. And then you have me, that's a bitch and always honest and like being, if you don't do it that way you can do it whatever but it will hurt, trust me, I've been there. So people have always different things to do and you will always know who will have the right answers if you do not find them yourself. You will always have that one person in your life that will always have the answer to what you really need when it comes. And
Yeah.
I will tell you this as an experience. Do not wait that long until you get legit hit in the face like with a bus with emotions and the trouble you have been facing alone. Because that you will know when it hits you like a bus because it's so painful and it's something you do not want anyone to experience
Yeah, I know.
at all. And that's why I am so afraid for my friends for being hurt because I have been, like I said, I have been hurt a lot of times.
Yeah.
Every single day I have been hurt so much in my childhood and in my school years and whatever you would call it, like just general in life. And that's the pain that I do not want my friends to face, even though they will face it a day.
Yeah, it's
But
impossible to not yeah, get into
yeah,
some sort of
and
trouble.
yes, and the saddest part is often when someone is in a really good friendship or in a relationship and like they see that the relationship is going okay, but you have always those around you that don't see it being okay, that can see the flaws, that can see that it's not working out, right?
Yeah,
and and those person who sees that often wants to help more than other people because they're afraid that their friend will either be like really sad or being losing someone they don't want to. But I just feel like sometimes you just have to let go of some people, not as friends, but just as like you can know them and know that they are there for you. But
yeah. Just take a step back,
like
kind of. You mean?
yeah, and I have had problems with like every relationship has their ups and downs. Both me and my boy is fighting often are being rude because it's just how it is. That's just how a relationship works. Like,
That's just
if
how
you do not.
when you're with another person for a certain amount of time, it's bound to end up in some type of argument throughout the world.
Exactly. And
That's just life.
but the only relationship that works. Oh, you fucking asshole! There you go. Sorry, it was a balloon.
Excuse me.
Fuck the balloon. Five Ivan nuggets. Well, like the relationship with me and my boy, it's like, yeah, we fight, yeah, we argue, yeah, we have our differences, but that's the way of having a relationship. And even I don't go to my boy with all my problems, even though many girls do, but I feel like he is there to help me, but sometimes it's not him that helps, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, like I mentioned earlier, I go to different people with different topics and different things.
Uh-huh.
Then he's just not one that you can go to with those type of topics. It's not natural. You won't get the response you want and or need.
Exactly. Even though how much you want that reaction, you want something that you want him to give you that reaction, and then he don't,
Hmm.
or she, or whatever,
And that's just gonna make it a
and
lot
that
worse.
exactly, and that's why I am always being honest. That's why I always tell the truth. Is that because instead of saying something that isn't true, I will just be worse because being honest is one thing I have ever learned. It's the one thing I have ever learned during my years. It's that being honest, yeah, it is shit, yeah, it is painful. The most painful thing is honesty. Being
Yeah.
honest to people is is legit kicking them in the face, like the feeling is being kicked in the face because you don't see it before it's said to you that that's how it is, that's how it works.
Yeah.
And when, oh Jesus fucking Christ, and when that hits you, it hits you in a different level. If someone you talk to, you didn't um, uh, du forventet ikke det svaret av en annen venn, da, ikke sant?
Yeah.
And then you will just be like, why did you say that? Why would you do that? Because that's not what they usually do, right?
Yeah.
Then you will get shocked because you're not used to that kind of
Response.
response.
Yeah.
Um, but there's always that one person you can talk to more often than anyone else. And even though it hurts to talk about it, for me sometimes it helps, even though how much it hurts me, because um, it is. This doesn't sound good, but my psychiatrist wants me to talk about stuff. She wants me to talk to people about my issues. She wants me to cry about my issues because she she thinks that if you have issues and you tell people about it and you have this feeling of relief when you talk to them, that
Yeah.
is the most strongest feeling that you can ever feel. Like when I talk to people about how I really feel and they actually understand how my brain works, why I do certain stuff, why I always say certain stuff, is because that's how I always have thought the world have been. Because I haven't had a good
Start.
experience with stuff like that, right? With stuff in general.
Yeah.
And that's why she wants me, and I feel that when you tell people how you feel and you cry about it, that's when you actually get it, like when you get the real anger or the real problem out, when you really get it out of your heart and talk about it to whoever you want to. And crying in front of people is, I think, is actually a sign of strength and not of
It's not a
uh,
weakness.
yeah, because it is nice to cry, because then you get that release. And
Yeah, definitely.
you just I don't know, whenever I have issues and getting I'm crying, feel I just feel better, if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
I think that people who need help and don't see it, they will see it eventually, but it can take some time. But they will always know who to talk to, who to be with, even though how it feels like, you know?
Yeah.
And that's like when I started dating Francie, um, I was really scared because I've been in love a couple of times, and all those relationships have never been good. They have always been too, nothing that happened though, but have always been too pushy. They always wanted stuff I didn't want, and
Mm.
and stuff like that. And I felt that with Joachim, or my swingy, fuck, I forget, that,
Well, his name is out there now.
and that was just really, when I started dating Joachim, I was just scared, because I was scared of what he was thinking about me if I was trying to impress him of something I am not.
Yeah.
Because I think that people have to, even though you don't like it, people have to accept you as you. You do not go off to a random person you want to be friend with and try to be someone you're not.
Yeah,
And
no.
people have like been like, you should always be nice at like the first meeting or the first date or whatever. I'm thinking, no, you should just be yourself. And if they do not accept you for who you are, for the person you want to be, that person can burn in hell.
Yeah, there's no reason to try and impress someone who wouldn't like you for you. Because why keep
Exactly.
up the act forever? There's no point.
Mm-hmm. No.
It's just
And
stressful.
it's like people have problems. All people have problems, like
Yeah.
everyone. It's no difference, or it is a difference though, because people have more on their heart, more that is back in the story, or whatever you call it. That people always have issues, but what people don't think about is actually that people who really have been hurting and have really big issues are the people who actually is stronger. That people that are like, they have just read on internet, like you have people that are like, they don't like people, they don't like talking to people, and they get scared of talking to people, and then they just read on the internet the symptoms and stuff, and it's, oh, I have that one. It's a,
Yeah.
like I that is not how it works.
Yeah, no.
And that's why I'm very like, I do not care. I do not believe people. I believe this is going to be so weird. I believe people
Mm.
having issues, but if people haven't gone to the doctor or to a psychiatrist or anything, and they just say they have like social anxiety or
Yeah.
whatever, and they haven't gone and got the diagnosis, I don't believe them. I genuinely don't believe them.
Yeah.
Because people could just imagine anything could just be in its head.
Yeah.
Like it's everything is just in your head. But um, I'm going to a psychiatrist. I have legitimately problems in my head that I will never be able to let go. That will forever be with me. That will forever destroy everything in my life. But one thing you always have to remember, and I always have to remember, is that it's allowed. You are allowed to hurt. You are allowed to be scared. You are allowed to be sad. You are allowed to be angry. But be that with people you really trust and can handle that bullshit even though you don't want them to or they don't want to. That's what friends are for. Well, that's what I think though.
Yeah.
That I always complain to people that I trust and can, and even though they don't want to, and I'm bad for doing it, I'm telling I don't want you to be bothered with my problems, and I don't want people to be bothered with my problems, but sometimes you actually have to bother people with your problems. Even though how much it hurts you, it will always be better,
Yeah. Definitely.
even though you don't know it. And that's why I think that mental health is actually taken more for granted than it should be.
There's a lot of
Like,
people who suffers as well and don't talk to people, and then you kind of never know that they're suffering, and then you might just make everything worse, just not on purpose, but because they are too afraid to speak up or something.
hmm and the saddest part is that you try to speak up and people are like, hey, you do not have a real problem, that's just you being sad about it, you just want attention, you just want to seek attention, you attention seeker. And
Hmm.
then you really think that, am I really attention seeker or is it something wrong with me, right?
Yeah.
You always have that thought in your head and that can actually destroy a human.
Oh yeah. I have a
Legit.
that thing so like what's wrong with me type of feeling. It's just making it a lot worse because then you start doubting everything you are and is and whatnot.
Yep, yep. I I'm actually almost starting crying now because this is a hard topic for me to talk about.
Yeah.
I hate talking about it. It's not a pleasant feeling, but I feel like people do not take it serious. And
No.
that is the sad part, that people do not take mental health seriously at all.
I know.
And
When I was gonna check if I were like depressed or whatnot, I like said I whatever this wave is, if it's depression or whatnot, I don't know. It's a lot
mhm,
fairer to say that than just me claiming that I'm depressed. Because then I took the test and it showed I didn't have enough things that fit into the diagnose.
yeah,
Instead of lying to
and
everyone and myself around me and whatnot.
I had like really high stuff, but people are different. That you can have it just like in a tiny, tiny, tiny thing that you think is fake. If that makes sense,
Yeah.
you can fix it if you want. I am playing the most chill game on the internet and talking about mental health. You can fix your bed. You stupid. You're a stupid idiot. I'm going to pee on your bed sheet. Um,
You
I'll
just
wait.
Natsu just dropped the hamster stuff in his on his side of the bed. It's fine.
Maybe next time I'm going to change its bedding, I will throw it in your bed. How about that? Thank you, Edison, for that.
Then you're doing both things at the same time. It's perfect.
Uh-huh. No, for those people who don't, if people are watching though, I broke my boyfriend's side of the bed, and now he needs to fix it. But we're playing Animal Crossing.
Thanks, you're a fat ass.
I know I have a really fat ass. You like it though?
I wonder why sometimes.
Well, I do too. Lady.
It's another thing I've been thinking about, like, speaking of big asses.
Yeah.
Like, just, we always say, like, men needs to grow more balls. But being a huge dick is a bad thing. Isn't the better thing, like, isn't it better for males, like, aren't they more proud if they have a big dick? And do they really want to have actual bigger balls?
Well,
Because, I don't know.
That's a good question.
Because I'd like, if they could choose one, I think they'd keep the penis and drop the balls.
Well, without the balls, you can't have kids.
I know, but like without the penis, you can't really have kids either. Oh, you can.
No, but
I don't know.
With a huge with a huge dick, it might not fit in.
But like they want it as big as possible, don't they? Isn't that like the big point or the big deal or whatnot?
No. My boys love females with tiny tunnels.
Oh. Well, yeah, I guess so. But like, yeah, but then, yeah, exactly. Having the big dick is then better, because then the tunnel is smaller. But why is it such a negative? Why is it negative then to, like, call someone a big dick? But isn't that like a compliment? And grow some balls? I don't know. I don't know.
That's a good question. Wait a minute, we have a boy here.
Yes, please.
Hey boy. Hey boy, I have a question for you.
Ask him to choose one of them if he wants to keep one. If he has to drop some.
Yeah, fuck.
To lose, rather. No drop.
Yeah, it's not on the measurements in my head.
Du ska bara ta till största. Men, ja.
Broke fucking metal.
I have a thick ass, boy.
Good job.
Yeah. The question is, boys want bigger dicks, right? The bigger dicks, the better they are looking. The better they are. Yeah, but boys always want big dicks because then they think they're better than anyone else, right? Yeah. But when people call you a dick, that's an like huge dick. That's an insult, right? No, but if you call a person like, oh, there's your big guns, right? That's an insult to people. But boys want bigger dicks to be more, like, think they're better than anyone else. Why? That's like being, like, putting your hand in a, like a beehive and being, like, thinking that I'm a big stung, right?
Yeah.
Do you have bigger screws on your job?
Yeah. I just don't want to go down there. I'm so tired of riding.
I can understand that. It's... Oh, damn it. Wait. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to end up on the floor tonight.
You okay?
It's important.
Not what happened.
Duct tape.
look at me. Fuck you. And his face just said, fuck you. Yeah, I don't know. Boys are weird.
No.
I think that boys will always be boys.
Yeah.
And that's it. So. Well, Joachim is not being this smart, is he?
Hmm?
Like, I'm sleeping in the inside of the bed. And he's sleeping on the outside, and he just removed the outside.
What?
How the fuck am I supposed to get out of bed? I'm fucking stuck here, that son of a bitch! That fucking asshole! I didn't mean it, like, oh okay. He's going to gaffer tape, he's going to duct tape the fucking bed. I'm legit not joking. I was saying it as a joke, like, get the duct tape, and he just legit went and got the fucking duct tape. You're a legend.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
And hey, it can work. It's just one night.
Fuck me.
What?
I hear the duct tape.
It's quite entertaining to watch too. My boy is kinda handy after all. When he wants to.
That's the thing, though.
His hand. Fucking depressed.
I'm depressed too. Edisa is
Then it
also
can be damaged together.
and Edisa is also depressed. So we can everyone can be depressed
Why?
and
Being a bitch again?
huh? No? Or it's life. Life is being a bitch. Life is being ass. Life is always ass.
Yep. That's just life.
Life's a bitch. Get over it or die.
If that is the case, then I will go die.
Maybe not the best advice.
Nope. I wanted shooting stars tonight, but I didn't get it. I'm sad.
No, it's cloudy here, so. Isabel has never said anything about meteor shower ever.
It's really sheldon.
Rare.
I don't know that. Rare. Thank you.
Both of us just like, English.
My English is English, please, like the easiest words, like
Square root of that.
I know. My Norwegian sucks too, so it's okay. You know what tape I really want to try out?
This thing that says that can hold together a boat.
Yeah, like the tape that holds water. Have you seen that tape, Yukim?
Yeah, it's just bullshit.
No, it's legit. It's legit a thing.
Yeah.
Like there's tape that works underwater and stuff. You can rip it up and just put it back on. It's a legit thing.
Yep. Now I want to try that too.
I'm just gonna see how strong it is.
Ditto.
Sound like
I
farting.
promise you, that wasn't my hand.
I know, like it was the tape.
That's not what I heard. Can't prove anything to me.
If this breaks, I'm stupid.
What?
I can confirm it was the tape.
If this breaks, he's sleeping with what?
The tape sounded like a fart. If he legit farted, he would have looked at me with this scary face and like with this smirk like, hey, I just farted and like stay here.
Boys will be boys.
I did drink 3 iced coffee mochas, and they all so hang on and strap your belts in. In for a hell of a ride tonight. I've already shit 3 times.
And you didn't stop? Damn, you stupid boy. I still love you. Just a tiny bit though.
Sometimes I feel a different. I don't love me.
No, I don't love me either. Do you love yourself, Elsa?
Nope.
Then we can be low self-esteem together.
At least you don't let her look at this ugly face every time you look in the mirror.
Then I'm gonna paint this shit red.
Oh, my game is dying.
Yeah, my Switch has already complained once. I'm still going and hoping it will last.
Loss of friction.
Det går så.
Surface.
Men, vill du så vi inne da? Så så vi er der.
Actually, I think we're good.
Balloon! Damn it. Oh, no, I need to wait. So slow. Yes. Natsu, you there? She's gone. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. No, I want to switch out the ugly fence. Hold on. I placed that ugly fence somewhere just to place fences. Hold on. Steve.
Jag på din sida.
I'm just gonna... I should probably be back soon enough. Hopefully before my Switch dies. This feels so weird. It's an eel! I aim really badly. Come on, it's so close to your face.
Hello?
Hello.
I can't believe
My sister called me, so that's why.
No, okay.
I'm not that stupid. The tape works, but I will sleep on this side this night. Are you okay with that? Because I'm a little bit more slimmer than you. I'm fat though, but I'm
you're not. We're the same weight compared to height.
compared to height. Yeah, but
You're just more compact. You're what? Buck 90? 115.
Good to know.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
that was a legit fart. If you heard that one.
Yep. Just barely though.
Oh fuck! I farted on my pillow. He's sleeping with my pillow. I'm smart.
You can switch out the pillows.
Big brain.
You can switch out though.
I am sweat. I am sweaty.
You are sweat.
I'm just pure sweat. Right now I feel like pure sweat.
Yeah, me too. It's so hot in here right now. It's so annoying. Like, it's great, but it's really annoying too.
I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't I feel like you shouldn't complain about like it being so hot.
No,
The only thing I'm complaining about is that people are hating me because I like winter more than summer. And the reason why I like winter more than summer is that it's easier to get yourself warm in the winter than getting yourself cold in the summer.
that's true.
So that's why I like winter and that season better than anything else. But it's 10:43 and I should go to bed.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I feel you should go to bed because of work tomorrow.
Yeah, true.
So we can do this another time. I think it was fun.
Yeah, me too.
If you like talking to my ugly ass.
Yeah. I can manage.
That answer, that casual pause, like, yeah. It just felt like, yeah, sure, yeah.
Nah.
Like, well, thank you too. No, I'm not the funniest one to be with, but
I was just trying to think of an insult, but I couldn't.
oh, you're cute though, trying to.
I tried. I failed.
Trying. You have to teach my child. I need to teach you how to insult
Yep.
my child. I'm so tired. But you have to stop me soon because I'm like really tired. But when I'm going to bed this late, I feel like
You're dying.
yeah, I just feel like I'm dead. Why is that?
Because well, now it's late as well, which does not help you.
No, you know how I am when I'm going to bed after 9.
That's why I wanted to also go live in the morning. Because as well, the stores in game are open, but it's yeah. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, and it's easier if you had
I had Pokemon.
Switch. I know. I would switch online, and then my friend's like, "If you had Pokemon, would you switch clothing and Animal Crossing?" Like, how the fuck does that make sense?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Difficulties. Okay, my Switch is dying anyway, so.
Maybe that's a sign of us both going to bed and just be weird. Well,
Just go to bed and be weird. Okay. Just sitting there flailing in bed alone. Just me like screaming to myself.
Oh, I hate this. You still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, my headset just died.
I hear you clear. I hear you clearer now, actually.
Oh, well then. Thank you.
It's better quality.
Headset, it's not good. Well, it was nice. I didn't see you live, and I was thinking, should I go live with my phone? That would be difficult.
I couldn't actually figure out how to go live with my phone when I tried. I have seen a button there before, but I don't know if they updated it or something. But I couldn't actually log in-ish.
Oh, I have the app, so...
Yeah, me too. Which is why it's weird.
Yeah, it just said to me that, like, I could go live. Like, I just went to my profile and then send direkte.
Yeah.
Then I just went to start strømning.
Yeah. That's what I thought I could do as well.
There you go.
God, I could not hear a word of what he's saying.
Yeah, now I'm live. Oh, that's fun. That was easy. It's way easier than the fucking computer. Damn, that's hard. Well, if you want to go live with me another day, you could just talk about it and find a day.
Yeah.
If that fits for you.
Yes. Well, yeah.
just like talking, and like you don't have to play the same, or we are playing the same game though, but not together. You don't have to play stuff all together. Just sit and talk sometimes too. That's
Yeah.
nice.
But we're kind of doing that at the same time as we're playing this though, because this game is so chill. We can do that.
Yeah.
It's just being interacted by some people being stupid or fish or balloons.
All the balloons.
All the balloons.
Oh,
A
yeah.
flower. I'll give this flower
What's
to
up?
Bianca. Why not?
Cat is dying.
Oh, she's
What's up?
crying. Oh shit.
Who?
I think she has fleas. She's freaking out.
Who is crying?
Bianca. There you go. She had fleas. She
Oh.
panicked so hard. My god. It's fine.
I have to tell you one thing before I leave, okay?
Yeah.
You know Marina, my octopus?
Yeah.
She had fleas. How the fuck did she have fleas? She has no fucking fur. She had fleas. But I need to go to the toilet. And I do not want to say what I want to do in there. So,
Yeah, no, that's
thank you. Huh?
That's okay. You don't need to.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me. I would love to come over again sometime if you want my ugly ass over on your live thing.
Yes.
So we could just talk about it and find another day.
The big and the big ugly ass, is that it?
Yes, I will not try to rip the bed again.
No, because then, well, I don't know. Well, if
I'll fix it tomorrow.
Okay.
He got the screws, but they're too small. So that's why
Ew.
it's fixed right now. Yes. I will sleep on his side tonight. Okay. I will talk to you later, lady.
Yes, you will.
I will see your stream later too, most likely. But if you play, is it 7 Days to Die? Is that the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you play that, I will most likely not watch that.
Yeah, I get that.
But
I'll give you a heads up if I'm playing Animal Crossing or something like that.
huh?
I'll give you a heads up if I'm playing Animal Crossing or something. Because then you're basically just free to join.
Yeah. That'll be lovely.
Yes.
Well,
Sure. Yes.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye. So yes. I'm gonna end the stream here as well as soon as I emptied my inventory. Just jump off this butterfly and find ZJ one more time. And I'm gonna end the stream. Cause it is late for me too. I'll close that one. Well, at least my computer has like barely nothing to do. It's just OBS and 2 streams. If it can't handle that, then I give up. And yeah, I'm keeping the ticks there. I know it's fine. I'll game. Calm down. I'm gonna end it. It's fine. Don't quit on me just yet. Yeah, I want to see if you can make a statue of the ticks. If that will be like tick sized or if it will actually be Among Us. I can probably just look up someone else who did that. It should probably be a much better idea. But I want to try. Yes. Okay, one more interaction with CJ, then I am done. Actually do it over here. That's the best thing you could do with the air transformer one. I don't even know. Earth, water, building thingy. Eek. Okay, let's also hope now my trees will grow. because I took some away. CJ. Yes, I'll plug up my headphones over here then. Eek. Because don't need that. Because I'm usually using it when I talk to people because they don't need to hear themselves. Because that'll be annoying, and I understand that. I'm selling an eel. It's just 4,000. Okay. It's something. Okay. Yes, I have my storage of weed, it's fine. Don't take that out of context. Okay, but I'm gonna end it here. So thank you everyone so much for watching, and thank you Natsu for playing with me today. Or speaking with me, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so thank you everyone so much for watching. I'm gonna be back again tomorrow. I hope you guys will enjoy this, and I'll probably see you all in the next video. Bye everybody. Bye everybody. Bye everybody. It's the only time I can kind of thing. Bye bye. Bye everyone.